Hi guys, welcome back to Chat SpAt. So today I want to talk about a lot of things that have been going on in the community. Not just our community, not in the beauty community, but I mean the drama community, the troll community, the storytime community. You know, like all of these people kind of tie in together with things that are happening in other communities. It's all a very insidious, dark line that kind of connects all the communities and the things that have been going on and the consequences because of people's choices. And when is enough enough? When is sharing too much for someone who's in the public eye, who's a social media person, who's a public figure? There's been a lot of things going on. A lot of things. A lot of bad things. A lot of things that are going to have bad endings, which are very obvious to anybody watching them. And just in my opinion, a lot of things that are bringing down YouTube, are bringing down you guys, are bringing down YouTubers. And it's just, I want to talk about it. I'm sick of it. And I want to bitch about it. Damn it, I want to bitch about it. Of course, I don't ever really like to just sit there and bash anybody, but I do like to talk about the bigger picture of issues and dramas and gossip and things like that. Maybe try to find a positive spin on it, things that we can do, things that you can do if it's bringing you down, if you're not loving YouTube as much as you should or a certain person as much as you want to because of the things going on. I always try to look at it from a different perspective than most are, but some things are just, you have to call a spade in some circumstances, and in others there are positive lights that you can find. So if you are interested in finding out what Niki's gonna bitch about today, then just sit tight and we'll get right into it.
Every time we touch, your hands are colder, colder. There's no beating coming from your wooden chest.
So honestly, I asked you guys what you wanted to talk about on Snapchat, and I told you an idea that I had, and so many of you, I mean, my Snapchat was flooded with messages saying, please talk about this. I'm so excited that you brought it up. I have been like waiting for somebody to talk about this, and I'm like, well, good. I'm glad that someone else, a ton of people, are feeling the same way that I'm feeling about this. And I have noticed that a lot of people are making parodies of it and making a joke of it, and I don't see it that way. I don't see any of the things that I'm going to talk to you guys about in a jokingly way or something that I would like to play on, you know, like play with and make light of. So the first thing that I do want to talk about is the whole Trisha Paytas issue. She and her boyfriend Sean got into their 50th breakup issue publicly. And she made a video stating that he was homosexual, and she wrote it in the title, which she ended up changing later on because he's now suing her. And that's not even what I want to talk about. That's just kind of like an equal line here to start at so you guys know what's going on. And for any of you who don't know who Trisha is, she is like the #1 troll of the internet, and she's admitted to it, which a podcast with Shane is out there now that she has admitted to it 2 years ago in 2014, that she completely lies about her life online, and she does things to purposely get negative feedback and to piss people off because it gets her a ton of views, which in return brings her a ton of money. Now, she has also stated that she's done trolling, that she doesn't troll anymore, and that's not for me to judge, honestly. I don't know if she is or isn't, but how can you trust somebody who is openly admitted that they troll and that they lie to you on purpose for money? How can you ever trust that person again? Because we've seen firsthand, even after she said that she's no longer a troll account or a troll channel, she has done her own thing, been genuine, and her view count goes down. Once that view count goes down, all of a sudden she's making like these bawling boo-hoo videos on her kitchen floor, which people love to make fun of, or she's making some ridiculous either overly sexual video, amazingly outrageously clickbaited video, or some drama that has her acting so completely out of character for just any human being in general that people flock, and she gets millions of views, and all of a sudden those views are up and that money is in the bank. So after the whole Sean thing, this girl lost her nut. Her nut fell right out, and she became a chicken nugget. A fucking chicken nugget. Which literally means she made a video stating, I'm a chicken nugget. And she sat on her floor describing very foggily, like she was like borderline needing some help, how she felt like a chicken nugget. And I mean, I can relate. Sometimes I feel like a chicken nugget. Sometimes. And I get where she was going with it. But she was acting so outrageous to get your guys' attention, to get those views. And this was, I mean, within this time period of when this happened to now, which I believe hasn't even been 2 weeks. It might be about 2.5 weeks. She has made so many videos. I mean, she was putting out like 3 to 4 a day of videos like this. She even made one that I personally was so uncomfortable even watching. And it was one of her, like, dancing, like expressionally dancing. I know that it has a name, but I can't think of it. But she was like dancing all over her bed with dried up rose flowers, and she was rolling around and acting like she was extremely messed up on something, which she probably wasn't. This is just what this girl does. And now people are just sitting there like with their hand on their head, you know, like, what the fuck is going on with her? Is she trolling? Is she being genuine? Does she need help? And when it gets to the point of where people are like, you need help, you know, someone needs to help her, people are going to like jump right on it, because there are people who eat this shit up and believe every word she says, everything she does. Then she comes out with, guys, I'm fine. Guys, I'm fine. Guys, I'm fine. I'm just a lesbian. So this girl who has made so many videos about how addicted she is to dick, how many boyfriends she has, how she loves older men, is now a lesbian. She is now a lesbian. She has come out of the closet. And this is right after she's being sued because she just outed her ex as a homosexual. And it's just, if she is being genuine, how the fuck do you know? How the fuck do any of us know? How can you trust her? How can you care? How can you have any kind of sympathy for this girl at all? And it ties into the whole, when is sharing too much? She's being sued because she shared too much. She's now off her cracker and sharing too much. But in this case, Trish always makes out. She always makes out. And maybe she loses a ton of subscribers, but you guys, she always gains them back. She always gains them back. And it doesn't even matter how many subscribers she has, because the amount of money that this girl gets in views, you hate watching her, you sharing it with your friends like, oh my god, this girl's nuts, look at this, look at this, look at this. You guys are paying her thousands of dollars each video. Thousands of dollars. And while you think that she's just this crazy chunky girl, I love my fluffy girls, by the way, but you guys may think that she's just this chunky girl that's off her cracker, that is just trying to get stuff for attention, that she's this blonde bimbo, da-da-da-da, worst person ever. She's walking in those cute-ass heels all the way to the bank with thousands and thousands of dollars because you guys want to watch her mess. So I really want to know, like, what you guys think. Do you guys believe her? Do you guys believe that all of this is genuine and real? Do you guys think that she's trolling? Do you guys think that she has officially shared too much? She's now being sued and she doesn't seem to care at all. She doesn't care at all. She's like, if Sean wants my money, Sean can have my money. There's more to make. And then all of a sudden, all of these insane videos are coming out and she's got a ton of money. If she's not lying, it's hard to believe something like that. Action speaks so much louder than words. And at this point, I have to say my opinion on it is she's a damn good businesswoman, but not a very good person. Not a very good person. And the girl has a very hard time making friends, keeping friends, and having friends that are genuine and don't want to use her. And this is why. When you come on a platform like this and you're not genuine, you don't put out a genuine vibe, you're obviously here for the money and attention, that's the kind of people you're going to attract to you. You attract what you put out. And it's karma in my eyes. You're getting back what you've put out, girl. Put out some genuineness and keep putting out some genuineness. Put out real love. Do things for your viewers or your fishes that are genuine. And the money you will make will be much more consistent because people are going to back you 100%. You're not going to break your viewers' hearts. You're not going to have people who are going to leave and never come back. You're not going to have friends who are like, well, she's not serious about it, so I can use her every inch of the way because she uses everybody else. I don't know. I want to know how you guys feel about this, because I've been watching her for a very long time. A very, very long time. And I'm just about at my wit's end. And it seems like lately all these YouTubers are showing their true colors. They're just taking a shit on everybody's chest, and you can't trust anybody, and you don't feel good about supporting anybody. Now, I also wanted to move on to a requested topic, which ties into the whole sharing too much as well. And this is the Tana Mongeau and her stalker issue. And I know that this was like weeks ago, but I never got a chance to talk to you guys about this. And somebody asked me on Snapchat to talk about this as well, since it tied into the sharing too much. And I have to say that with the Tana situation, I really do feel like she does have a stalker. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, search Tana. I will leave the video actually down below, her whole playlist of her stalker videos. That's how I found the girl. She's very, very young. I believe she's like 19 or 20. Very, very young, very naive, just young girl. And she has a stalker. Now, this stalker has been with her since she was in 2nd grade, so she says. So I don't know if it's so much sharing too much, but now that she's on social media and she's this huge YouTube star, it does come into play with, is she excelling the issue? Is she keeping this stalker, you know, going? Is she giving him all these open doors to the point where things are going to get dangerous? And that's really what I want to talk about, because it ties in with sharing too much. Is this girl excelling her problems for views? Because for me, it's not a question of whether it's real or not. I believe her. I believe her. I believe her 100% that she has a stalker. She's a gorgeous girl. She's got a very successful channel. She's been gorgeous since she was little. You know, why not? It's very easy. The plainest of people get stalkers, you guys. It's just all of a matter of mentally ill people to that degree latching onto you in some way. It can be anybody. It can be a bald, fat, hairy guy that's just greasy as all hell, and he can get some kind of stalker depending on their mental illness. It really doesn't matter who you are or what you look like to gain a stalker. So I believe her with that. And above all else, her videos on it, whether they are true or not, they're not hurting people, even if they're a lie or they're souped up. They're not like Trisha, who basically mentally fucks you every inch of the way, makes you love her, makes you support her, makes you buy her things and all of this, and then laughs in your face about it, or laughs on a podcast in your face about it to other people. Tana, if she's lying or if she's souping it up, she's doing it in the way that I think you should. She's being entertaining, she sticks to her story, and she does her own thing. And she's made quite a living off from it. And I think that personally the stalker's real, but I think that maybe some of the things are souped up or don't have anything to do with the stalker, and she says that they do just to kind of continue the saga, which I don't mind, because honestly, I'm genuinely entertained with the stalker stories. I love keeping up with them. I love knowing what's going on with it, because I've just, you know, we love watching things that we could just never fathom actually happening in our life, you know? So I like it, and I genuinely like her. I think she's a really cool girl. I do think that she is another one who, just like Shane Dawson and Trisha Paytas, all of those groups of people, the story time people, the try this food people, they all do outrageous things to entertain you. It is not their channel. It is not who they are to be genuine with you. It's not what they're there for. They're there for to entertain you, to share some of their stories of their life that are outrageous. And if they have to soup them up, that's what they have to do. If they have to clickbait, that's what they have to do to get the money, you know, that they're there for. And I think a lot of them never really claimed to be completely genuine. So I think it's more of the fault of the people who actually believe that are sheep for these people, these channels, and actually believe that they're 100% genuine, because they're not. It is like a rare fucking unicorn these days to find any channel or any creator who is actually 100% genuine with you. And when you find it, you'll see that those people end up getting beat down constantly by haters and trolls and even fellow YouTubers with how ungenuine they are, how they're scammers, how they're liars, how they're bad people, and they get beat down and beat down and beat down until they either say fuck it or they leave. And that's just what's going on. So I do believe Tana has a stalker. I do believe she soups it up. And I also believe that she shares way too much. And personally, if I had a stalker, to that degree, I probably would barely do anything but make very, very vague videos that had nothing to do with my personal life, barely showed anything of my surroundings, and that would be it. So I think that she's being very lax in it, and I don't think that she's taking it very seriously, but she is, which her not taking it seriously makes you question if it's real or not, but she's so young, you guys. She's naive as fuck, you know? So I'm actually scared for that girl. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually pretty fucking scared for her. So I was going to talk about something else, but I think that I'll just leave it at these two topics with Trisha and Tana Mongeau, just because this is going to be a very, very long video. But to wrap it all together, you guys, it's all for me sharing too much. If you look at either of these situations and you look at them from a genuine standpoint where you think that these people are being genuine, then they are sharing too much. Trisha shared too much and now she's being sued. Tana is sharing too much and her stalker will probably forever be in her life until something very bad happens. And I pray that nothing happens to that girl. I really, really do, because I really like her. I think she's a great person. I just think that she's very young and naive, and she's allowed to be because she's young. She's got a lot to learn, and she's sharing her life as she grows up with everybody. So we also need to think that these people, they signed up for this, and I think that it all comes down to where if you are angry with them, if you feel betrayed, you need to understand that a lot of YouTube creators are here to entertain you. They're here to be entertaining and get views and get paid. They're not here to be your friend. They're not here to be genuine with you. They're not here to share 100% of their actual real life, because just like in Tana's situation, it can be dangerous. And Trish has had stalkers too, and these people have actually broke into her home, just like with Tana, and it's dangerous. It's dangerous to be genuine with people. It's dangerous to share everything with people. And this happens to people who are not even public figures. You can have just a Facebook account and share too much. So I want to know from you guys what you think about the Trish situation, what you think about the Tana situation, but also as a bigger whole, what do you guys think when sharing is too much on social media? What would you share publicly? When would the line be drawn? Where do you draw the line? Because I know for me personally, I feel like just sharing my children, their pictures, them in little clips of videos, I feel like that was too much. I feel like that was crossing the line because of the fact that now people on Guru Gossiper like to take pictures of my kids, or just, you know, take them or look at them and pick on my kids and try to say how bad of a mother I am because I put my daughter outside in a play coat instead of a $100, you know, very nice freaking coat that she has. So now all of a sudden I neglect my children, and then I'm having CPS called on me, you know? So I feel like just sharing my children at all was crossing a line. And when things like this happen, where people call the cops on you, they're turning you into CPS, you're getting stalkers, you tend to scale back. And that's when you start to realize that people only like it when they think you're being genuine with them, when they think that you're sharing their life with them. But if you can't, for safety reasons, but people expect it, what do you do at that point? What do you do? So I really want your guys' feedback on this. I really want to know what you guys think. When is sharing too much? When does it cross the line? Do you think that these people are wrong if they aren't being genuine, if they are trolling, if they are lying about certain parts of their life? Do you think that they have a right to? I mean, honestly, YouTube is all about making whatever the hell you want to make, and people watch it or they don't. You know, it wasn't always about making this connection with your subscribers and being genuine and being 100% real. It wasn't about that. But the fakeness got so real that now viewers really, really appreciate and like to support the people who are genuine. And that's why I've always been genuine, to a fault. Like I just told you guys, to a fault. But I always will be. I always will be, because it's not about success. It's not about money. I like that I make money and it helps my family out, but I'll be goddamned if I tarnish my reputation. Mostly because of my pride, but, you know, mostly because of the way that I was raised and the things that I've gone through. But I'll be damned if I tarnish my reputation of who I am and my morals for money. So let me know what you guys think about this situation. If you have any kind of positive outlooks on it, if you think that they're genuine, if you think they're not, if you think what they're doing is horrible and unsafe, let me know down in the comments below. I really want to know all of your guys' opinions on all of this. All of it, because it's all just a very, very twisted mess, and it's really, really hard to know who you can trust and who you want to support. Do you want to support someone who's genuine, or do you just want to support someone who entertains you, or maybe both? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.